Welcome to my channel, Better Monday Fasting. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Paraguay and how it feels like it's still the 90s in Paraguay. Before getting started, nothing I share in this video or on the channel is medical advice. So do your own research before making any health-related decisions. So when I say it's still the 90s in Paraguay, for me it's like the biggest compliment I can make to this beautiful country. So it's not really in the sense that it's behind. So it's more like because the way I see things is that the 90s were amazing. I feel like it was the pinnacle of society. I mean, we had enough technology and we had amazing bands, amazing like art. I mean, in 1994, I'm really into rock. Like all the all the albums that were like released during that. I think in few months, like there's just like amazing major albums were released, and then what happened was like the whole internet thing came, and at first it was like I was really excited by the internet 1.0, but little by little, we got more technology was introduced in our lives, and then the smartphones came along, and politically, I mean, there's a lot of like polarization, and they try to push some ideologies on us, and and somehow that magic was a little gone. I mean, at least that's my take on it. I mean, there were some other great things that came along, and every period in time, in history, has its charm, I guess. But 90s, it was like, the 90s, it was really, it was really cool. And so since 2024, I moved to Paraguay, and I have even though I had never been here before, just the vibe, I'm like, oh, that's like a deja vu. And what could it be? Well, like it kind of feels like the 90s, or even maybe before, maybe the 80s, or there's something that has been like preserved, mostly in like human relations. Like I feel like there's not that polarization, it's a slower pace of life, and people are very warm, they're sincere, they kind of they want to connect, and so it feels like it hasn't been corrupted in a way by hyper capitalism, hyper capitalism, efficiency, like all those things that also have their good sides, but I also think that it kills a lot of things, because when you want to everything efficient, everything production, everything, then when do you live, when do you live, when do you interact, and all those things. And I recently came back to Paraguay from Medellin, Colombia. I had a great time in Medellin, I used it as a tool. I've been there 5 times, and I have this amazing routine there, and I use it as a tool. I go there a couple months, and it recharges my energy, and over there I'm very productive because it's there's only 12 hours of sunlight and perfect temperature, rain, sun, like I wake up really easy in the morning, and also I have access to some great products, like for especially for eating, that I cannot find in other places, like a miso, like seaweed. They have really good berries, like things like that. So once in a while I like to go to Colombia, and this time around I really felt like, even though, I mean, Colombia is not the US or Europe, but Medellin is like, it has been booming for a while, and I could feel that, now compared to when I went there for the first time in 2023. It seems like now everything is on automatic pilot, like that. Yeah, in a way that capitalist, like monster, is started to eat away, like that human aspect. Like, it's more like, when everything is efficient and like everything is like start becoming expensive and cutthroat, and you have to work like crazy just to survive. But then your focus is not like on, hey, let's chat or let's have a human connection, like you're in survival mode, and it sucks the life out of you. I mean, that's what I see. And so it really put things in perspective, because I was here for 9 months in Paraguay. Then I went to Colombia, and right off the bat, like, I got my ass kicked. Like, the pace is so much faster. It's more aggressive. It's more urban. So it took me a couple days to adapt. Like, I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And it wasn't even like, I went to Medellin, which is like a chill city, like, Yeah, I cannot imagine if you spend like 9 months or a year in Paraguay and go to Manhattan or Tokyo, or I don't know, or Istanbul. Like, it can be quite of a shock. So then I spent like a month and a half in Colombia, and came back here, and I'm really happy to be. I was really happy to be in Colombia, and now I'm really happy to be back in Paraguay and have my residency and all that, and go back to business here. I mean, my businesses are online, but there are certain things I want to do like locally. So I'm really excited. It kind of felt like coming back home. I've been a nomad for 8 years, and I mean, pretty much my entire life. I mean, I was born in Turkey, grew up in Switzerland, lived in the US, and then now it's been like 8 years I've been living in Latin America, mostly as a nomad, but recently I got a residency and in Paraguay, because I fell in love with the place, and also I feel like we were a perfect match with Paraguay, where I'm at in life, like my finances and stuff, because once I started the business in the US, I investigated different places, and I was thinking about moving to Panama. Panama has a lot to offer for a foreign business owner, and that was great. But the whole thing is really expensive. I mean, you have to open a company there. You have to stay like 6 months in the country. I mean, it's pretty complicated, and also it's very expensive for Latin America. It's very expensive. So then I came to Paraguay, and Yeah, Panama couldn't compete with Paraguay from my perspective, because I mean, the whole paperwork thing was like 10 times less expensive. You didn't need to have any. You don't need to stay 6 months here. I mean, there are some conditions, but they're very light, and you don't have to open a business. Like you just show up. You just show up. Like your passport, your criminal records, and your birth certificate. Yeah, but that's about it. So to get the temporary residence, and then if you want to get the permanent, it's like 2 years later you have to apply, and then at that point maybe there might be some more screening, like maybe they want to see if you really spend time, if you're investing in something, or like, I mean, I don't know. It could be. I haven't heard that there's like anything like official, but again, you have to apply, and so my guess is like more real it is, more, you being here is like your more real it is, more time you spend here, maybe you work here, or you start a company here, or you invest in real estate, like all those things. I'm sure they're like pluses. But yeah, I mean, like yeah, it was great. I was really excited to come back. And one thing that happened, like that kind of like also made me feel like it was the 90s. It's like when the plane touched the ground in Asuncion. Yeah, everybody started applauding, and as a European Turk, like as a Turk who grew up in Europe, I mean, we used to do that, like when, like in the 80s, 90s, like, you wait all year to go back to Turkey during the summer, and when the plane touches the ground, like everybody goes like party mode. So that was that happened on that flight, and I was just like, wow, that's great, because it was like really genuine. It was really genuine, and like and you can see that people were like happy to go back to Paraguay, and also like the foreigners, they get the foreigners like myself, they got, like, they're happy because of the vibe, like they're happy to come back to a place where, things are still normal. Yeah, it's like so yeah, I just wanted to shoot this video, and the other like 90s elements is like, I mean, you'll hear a lot of like rock music, or oldies, and like, you go to the supermarkets and stuff, and they play they play oldies, I mean, 90s, 80s, 70s, like, and also some of those supermarkets, they have that 80s feel still, and also one thing I noticed, like there are a lot of radio stations here. They don't there's not much commercials. They just play music, and my guess is that maybe they still have the compressors, maybe from back then, maybe analog compressors or something. Like in many occasions, like I noticed like that the radio sounds really good. It really sounds really good, and it's kind of, I mean, they're already playing oldies, but it sounds like you are listening to that song back then, So yeah, for me it's really exciting. Like it's really exciting, like, because it feels like a second chance in life, I mean, I already had a second chance, so for me, like personally, it will be my third chance. Because also when I went to the US, that was really my second chance in life, and I tried to take a good advantage of it. And now it's like, yeah, I feel like, let's do it again, in Paraguay. And what's amazing about Paraguay, I mean, you have that 90s feel, but at the same time you have access to 2025 technology, So, all the online work and all that stuff, you have access to it. So that's an advantage. And another thing is that because like the things cost relatively less, well, you can, I mean, if you're more in the middle like myself, like you can have access to luxury things more easily. Like you can get now I got like this amazing massage at a spa that, like, for here, I mean, for here it's like it's for like executives, the high-end spa, but I can afford it. I get the monthly membership, and if I go every day, it costs me like $1.50 or something, like a day. And they give you each visit, they give you fresh towels, and you have flip-flops, and there's a sauna, there's a Turkish hammam, there's a cold bath, like a little swimming pool, you name it. I mean, it's great. You have a relaxed room with air conditioning, and you can work from there. Like it's you can literally go there and work with your towel on, and it's been great for me. Like I've been going there, and for connections, yeah, I've been meeting interesting people. And also Paraguayans, they're very open, so they love to chat. So when you're in the sauna, I mean, there's not much to do, and so I made good friendships, so that's the thing too. Like it's so it's still the 90s, but at the same time you have access to technology, and also access to more upscale things easily if you're coming from the West. Same with investing and all that. Like, I mean, Paraguay might be 3 to 5 times cheaper than, for in terms of investment. I mean, it's the capital, and then if you compare with Santiago de Chile or Buenos Aires, yeah, you can get real estate for 3 to 5 times cheaper here. So it's very, it's very interesting. And speaking of real estate, they also have this system that is amazing. Like, it's like you can buy property on plan before they build it, and they give you like a 15% discount, and you can sell it at any time. So you become the owner day one, and you can deposit like as little as $2,000, and then you have monthly payments. And the good thing about it is, like, there's no bank involved. There's no banks, so you're doing it with the builder, and they put your plan, and there's no interest, there's no nothing, and so you put a down payment, monthly payments, and the final payment, and they're very flexible. Like, I I mean, if you already want to put a big chunk, you can, but you can also start with, like I said, like as little as $2,000 to $3,000. You can already be a homeowner, and then you pay probably between 18 to 20 months, and then you'll, depending on how you managed, you pay and it's yours. Now the catch is that you got to be really careful with who you're working with. You know, the track record of the company is very important. That needs to be investigated. And personally, I would only work with the Paraguayan companies, and Paraguayan companies who are established. They have already built towers, you know, and ideally you want them to have some sort of connection with like the political scene, you know, because to build is it's one thing, but then depending on where you're buying, you know, maybe there's no roads and there's no infrastructure, and so to bring those, like, they have to be connected, you know, they have to be connected with the municipalities, and so those are the things to check. You know, like I wouldn't go with foreign companies unless they've been on the scene for like really long and they have a track record. But if it's their first building or something, forget about it. Too risky. I mean, there are buildings they start and they don't finish, you know. So then you can lose. You can lose a lot of money. Well, that too, you can, you know, since they're giving you that flexibility, you can also, you know, if you're unsure, you know, if you have doubts that, well, you choose to plan with the really low down payment, you know, and then you wait to see if the construction is starting. You know, all those things. So you don't put, like, you know, I don't know, 10, 20 grand like as a down payment. Like, you put the minimum, and you wait. And once you see that, you know, they're taking care of business, then you can, you know, you make your payments and stuff. Like, so everything sounds like almost too good to be true. So, like, you got to be careful. But it is. I mean, it's a reality. Like, so no banks involved, no interest, and depending on what stage you enter, you got a price. Usually, it's like 15% less expensive before it starts. Once construction starts, the price is raised 5%. Halfway through, another 5%, and when they complete it, it's like 15%. And there are people who never live in those apartments, and they keep buying. You know, they buy, they sell, they buy, they sell, and with that extra 15%, they're investing. So they grow the number of apartments they have. So, yeah, I mean, if you don't have any hiccups, it's a system. It's a system for to invest, because I mean, what bank is going to give you 15% interest, like in 18 months? You know, like so. In that sense, it's even if you're never going to live in them, it could be a great investment strategy. But everything has to go smooth, you know, like then you know, if there's a shutdown or something. I mean, a lot of things can happen, so there's a risk factor. But yeah, this video is turning into a real estate video. That wasn't the goal, but yeah, it was just a video to share my enthusiasm with being in Paraguay and as a rocker, and having that, you know, instead of being nostalgic, being able to take a time machine and live some more years of that great era. So that's how I see it. Like literally, when the plane I took from Colombia, I mean, yeah, it was almost like it was like a time machine. Even though, I mean, Colombia is in Latin America too, but yeah. So if you're thinking about living the West, yeah, consider Paraguay. I mean, it's so far it's been like it's been really great. So yeah, besides the video, like I'm a fasting coach, and so I wrote a book called For a Better Monday if you're interested in fasting, and it's available on Amazon and on our Stand store. And I also offer some coaching. So that business is called Better Monday Fasting, just like the channel. And we just got approved with our trademark, and now we're building a new website. Right now it's like a splash page, but we're gonna build like a professional looking website for Better Monday Fasting. So that's one of my outlets, and I also have a brand called YouthLyte in the US, and it's also related to fasting, and I sell fasting salts, fasting electrolytes with 72 trace minerals. Great product, no conservatives, no sugar, no flavoring. It's so pure that I recommend to put it in the freezer, you know, once you open the seal, so it doesn't cake, you know, it doesn't, because there's no silicone, there's no all those things that will keep the powder like texture. So I keep mine in the freezer, and it works great. And my third outlet is Black Sea Storm. It's my band. I started that project in 2002 in San Diego, California, and I have many albums if you want to listen to them. And I have a YouTube channel as well, and I have all my albums on the major streaming platforms. I have a YouTube channel, and yeah, I also have an official website. So I'll put all the links down below if you want to check it out. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you soon in another video on the channel, or maybe in Paraguay, who knows. If you decide to come here to check it out with your own eyes, maybe I'll see you here. Take care. Thank you for watching the video.